Ready to serve of public service. Mark Jason for State Supreme Court.
Watch She's Got a Gun, Wednesday at 11, only on News 4 tonight.
Hey, Hillary, where's your Halloween costume?
Bill, how come your lips don't move when you're talking?
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Rush Limbaugh.
Thank you very much. Welcome to the program. Thank you. I'm told there's a liberal from St. Louis in the crowd, and I'm trying to... Where is she? I wonder, is she still here? She's not? Ooh, okay. My friends, I was just told, I didn't know this is a surprise. There's an outfit called Pumpkin Ltd., manufacturers of Carve-A-Lantern, in Denver. Carol Flug is public relations sales. That is an actual pumpkin. That has not been painted on. That has been carved. Well, look at this. Let me show you. See, this is 3D. You stick your hand in here. See this? That is, on TV it looks like it's kind of painted on there, but this is a... Wow, that is hot. That really is. Now, guess what? Ladies and gentlemen, guess what? We have another guest. We have, what is it, the 7-month-old now? The 7-month-old Kristen Suzanne Limbaugh is here to see her first edition of Rush Limbaugh, the television. Bring her on out. Hi, Kristen. You go ahead. Let me see. Let's see. Here, hang on, Kristen. I got you. You're on TV, Kristen. There you go. This isn't she cute? She is. Hey, don't go away here, Michelle. Come over here. There you go. Bet you people didn't know that I was capable of this, did you? Kristen was born in March in Cape Girardeau, Missouri, and her parents are my brother and sister-in-law. She looks just like my brother, which is amazing because she's cute. You want to wave at the people out there? Look at that. She actually is waving. Here you go, Michelle. Here she is. She is totally awestruck being with me. There you go. David Lee, are they in here? I couldn't find them. There they are. They're the parents. Can we get a shot of the parents? There is my brother and his and the mother there on the left. I was looking for you. I didn't know you were here. I thought you all were back there. I mean, when you come here, you never want to watch the show anyway. Well, let's see. Now, what are we doing? Where's the brick? Is the brick? Am I missing something? Where's the... Oh, okay, here we go. You know, ladies and gentlemen, that we have branched out into a new business. And I have an explanation of what this is about coming up soon in this segment. On our last show, we talked a little bit about politics. I want to talk a little bit more about politics. We've talked about the governor's race in New Jersey. This time, it's time to talk about the mayoral race in New York City. 4 years ago, a man named David Dinkins, who was at the time the Manhattan Borough president, ran for mayor. He won the primary, and this city and the newspaper columnists and all the liberals in New York City just went gaga the next day. Now, this is the primary. The next day, you should have seen the headlines in the papers. City is cleaner today. Panhandlers are nicer today when they beg for money. It's sweet smelling in New York today. I mean, it was enough to make you sick. And it was all because that the city had said to itself, we are good people. We have elected our first African-American mayor. It didn't matter that he may not be qualified. It was that his skin color said that we have done the right thing. And he ran on the premise that everything was going to get healed. The gorgeous mosaic that is all the different ethnicities and cultural representations here were going to come together in one giant happy little party, and New York was going to be unlike it had ever been. Of course, it hasn't been that way at all. New York has continued to decline, to balkanize. People who commit crime are somehow coddled, and those who are having crimes committed against them are not being defended properly, and the city is in a mess. So Rudolph Giuliani, who ran for mayor against Dinkins last time and lost by 2 points, is running for him for mayor again this time around. Now, who's first on? Is it Streisand's up first? General Dinkins has pulled out all the stops. He's brought in all the heavy artillery. He's gone out and he's found the most able spokespeople for his campaign. And as an example of some of the brilliance and some of the profound reasoning that is being shown to New Yorkers of why they ought to re-elect General Dinkins, here is Barbara Streisand and her reasons for re-electing him.
The people have a clear choice. A candidate who represents the politics of inclusion and social justice, or his opponent who represents the politics of division, the politics of the past, the politics of the right which has torn at the social fabric of our country over the last 12 years.
Well, see, there you go. This city has just continued to plummet. There hadn't been a conservative run the show in this city in generations, much less the last 12 years. Now, my friends, the heavy artillery has also consisted of the President of the United States, Mrs. Clinton, a number of other people. We decided that we would put together a commercial for you that would illustrate this show's thoughts on this campaign. Now, keep in mind, the New York Times last Sunday editorialized for Dinkins on the basis that change is risky and that values are too important. Now, when was the last time you heard that expressed in a campaign? It's been a long time. In fact, just a year ago when electing Bill Clinton, what were we told? We must have the courage to change. And that values and character don't matter at all. Things are too bad out there. We have courage to change. So using that as our guide, we have put together a little bit, call it a campaign commercial if you want. It's a parody ad, but here's what we would do if we were running the Giuliani campaign.
New York, trying to decide between General Dinkins and Rudy Giuliani? Well, if you voted for Clinton Gore, listen to Clinton Gore.
It's time to change. Everything that should be down is up. Everything that should be up is down.
You want more hot air, more rhetoric, more politicians out there telling you what you want to hear, or somebody who will tell you the truth.
My wife Hillary gave me a book about a year ago in which the author defined insanity as just doing the same old thing over and over again and expecting a different result.
If our president and vice president meant what they said in '92, they still mean it in '93.
Paid for by Citizens for a Livable New York. Now, coming up on the rest of our show tonight, we've gone out and talked to some people on the street, asked them who they think the most scary public figure is in America today, given that it's around Halloween. And we're going to talk a little bit about Jean-Bertrand Aristide, the president in exile of Haiti. We also have some interesting news. The president's taking all kinds of credit for great economic news, particularly what he says are brand new deficit figures that show the deficit coming way, way down, and a number of other things too. So stay right where you are, stay glued to your seat or your bed, wherever you are, and we'll get started with the rest of the show right after this.
Here's an opportunity for you to receive a free copy of National Review's special report on Rush Limbaugh.
Hi, I'm Bill Buckley. I'm doing one of the things I've liked most to do since I was 13 years old. My favorite diversion, except for reading National Review. When you sail, you need to keep your eyes on the weather. National Review does that, keeps its eyes on changes in the world scene, political, economic, and cultural. My purpose in founding National Review was to give people an alternative to the single-voiced commentary now known as politically correct. Call the number on your screen, try the magazine. If you don't like it, write cancel on the bill, and we'll refund you for all unmailed issues, and you can even write me an angry letter.
Call this toll-free number now, and we'll send you absolutely free National Review's special report on Rush Limbaugh.
You don't go sailing without looking at the charts, looking at the barometer, and you shouldn't walk a block without checking in with National Review.
Call 800-441-4949 for an 18-issue trial subscription to National Review for only $29.95. Call now.
I'm Sal Folletta, candidate for Erie County Sheriff. You now have an opportunity to elect as your sheriff a person who started as a patrol deputy, serving in almost every division of the Sheriff's Department and rising to the rank of sergeant. A sheriff who will work with all the police agencies of Erie County to provide you with all the services you deserve and pay for. A sheriff who has no desire to seek any other elective office but to serve you as sheriff. Thank you, and remember me on Election Day.
I'm asking you to join me in supporting Sal Folletta for sheriff in the coming election. Sal has worked in virtually every division of the Sheriff's Department during the 20 years that he served the public as a law enforcement officer. He knows how the department works. He knows the legal requirements of the job. He has the plan to cut costs in a meaningful way. Thank you.
Actually, Al Gore, without his Halloween costume on, actually looked like a tree. It's, Anyway, my friends, as you know, we here at the Rush Limbaugh program are very diverse. We don't just do radio and television shows. We have a line of licensed merchandise, ditto pins that people swallow and get caught in their stomach and so forth. T-shirts, mugs, this kind of stuff. And we've got a new product that we showed you earlier in the week. We showed you the ad for this new product. I'd like to replay the ad for you. EI Bricks. Watch.
Throw away your guns, brass knuckles, tire irons, and chains. EIB announces the ultimate weapon, EI Bricks. EI Bricks works on store windows, car safety windows, and is rated best for bashing heads. EI Bricks are for defensive purposes only, like if you're attacked or even upset, and for really defensive things, like when you want to express your rage. If you act now and order 100 EI Bricks, you get a free wheelbarrow. You deserve a brick today. Act now. Call 1-800-EAST-LA. That's 1-800-EAST-LA. Ask for Maxine.
Thank you. Now, here's the brick. This is the brick. If you order now, this is the actual brick. Now, note that it says not a lethal weapon on it so that you at home do not use this brick in an incorrect fashion. Just wanted to show you that we are true to our word. When we say a product's available, product's available. Can you imagine, we had, in our last show, we had a lady here from St. Louis. She was a liberal, and I didn't judge that from her hairdo. She laughed. Can you imagine if she were here and had seen this? Oh, I wish we could have glued her to her seat. All right, it's Halloween, as you know. This is the year of hobgoblins and witches going out trick-or-treating. And I remember Halloween, I used to play all kinds of practical jokes. I actually hated going out Halloween trick-or-treat because you had to walk. You know what I did? David, you remember this. You remember this. We, at our house at 412 Sunset in Cape Girardeau, Missouri, my brother and I lived upstairs. And there were windows right over the front stoop where these yucko little kids would come begging for candy and stuff. And they'd come in with their parents. We have water balloons up there. Now, we're 8 or 9 years old. This is big stuff for your 8 or 9-year-old kid. And just, boom, bomb them with water. That's what was fun to me. I didn't do any of the serious stuff like eggs or any of that kind of rot. But that's the fun that I remember on Halloween. We went out. We sent Nick Africano out today dressed up as Al Gore. We asked him, just ask people on the street who they think is the scariest public figure in America today, and here's what we got.
Considering Halloween is on Sunday, I'd like to know who you think the scariest public figure is.
The scariest? At the moment, I guess, probably Leona. She just got out of jail, I think.
Ross Perot. God, she looks like you. She acts like you, too.
Serious. I have to go with Roseanne Barr. Definitely. Definitely.
Why is that?
Why? I don't think you need an explanation. Just look at it, right?
Bill Clinton. Sir, as you know, Sunday is Halloween, and I'd like to know who you think the scariest public figure is.
I think that you are the scariest figure that I've ever seen because the devil is straight out of hell, and I think that you're hardcore, man. You look good. You look good.
I'd like to know who you think the scariest public figure is and why.
I have to say Jesse Helms. Just, you know, he's a senator, he's a pretty powerful guy, and he's just Mr. Pro-Tobacco Lobby, and I think, you know, stands against women's rights and freedom of speech and censorship and stuff. That scares me.
Now we have this is fine tobacco, by the way, sir. We have some suggested Halloween costumes for you. If you still haven't made up your mind what you'd like to go out trick-or-treating as, 3 ideas. You could dress up as Hillary Clinton and go as the President of the United States. You could dress up as Hillary Clinton and go out as J. Edgar Hoover. Or you could paint your face white, grab your 12-year-old nephew, and go out as Michael Jackson. We'll be back after this for the rest of the show.
Well, I'm glad the president's doing something about health care reform.
He's right. We need it.
But some of these details...
Like a national limit on health care?
Really?
The government caps how much the country can spend on health care and says that's it.
So what if our health plan runs out of money?
There's got to be a better way.
There is a better way to reform. Call this toll-free number for the facts. Call today.
Hey, dragger racing!
We want to watch the dog show.
Okay, we can watch both.
Sunday! Miller Lite presents the Wiener Dog Winter Nationals! It's Muffy versus Dogzilla. And here they come, Bob. Brought to you by Miller Lite. If you can combine great taste with less filling, you can combine anything. And Muffy takes it. That's one fast Wiener Dog! Great taste, less filling. Can your beer do this?
This is good beer.
Today we live in a different world. A dangerous world. I'm Chief City Judge Frank Sedita, and I understand this world. I've taken on the slumlords, and I fought the criminals, the dope dealers, and the punks who prey on the elderly. You don't have to put up with crime and dope. Help me to help you in Supreme Court.
Judge Sedita for Supreme Court.
I hate to say no to a second mortgage loan. When homeowners call me, I do my best to get them one. We have over 12 different loan programs. I don't know any bank with that many.
Call Personal Mortgage Corporation and talk to people like Jennifer, who want to get you the best rate we have available.
Our rates are as low as 7.5%. We think that'll be hard to beat.
Call 1-800-DIAL-PMC today. Personal Mortgage Corporation. When it comes to second mortgages, we approve.
I wanted to show the depth perception of that. See, I want to put the paperback book in there to show you that that's actually a carving and a picture of me on there. But when you do that, it doesn't look like me anymore. It defeats the purpose. Well, one way or the other works. Hey, Jean-Bertrand Aristide, who is the chosen favorite to lead Haiti, has come under attack recently. Some are saying that the man is not all there. Jesse Helms on the floor of the United States Senate put it rather directly, bluntly. Listen.
This man is a psychopath. And I don't think we have any business whatsoever, Mr. President, risking one life of one soldier or one sailor or any other American to put him back into office.
Thanks for those tobacco. Now, we have proof that he is psycho. This man, watch who he decides to, I mean, actually, look who he kisses here. Carol Moseley Braun. I mean, that's not a rational thing to do. So this is serious. You know, we're making light of it, but really, this man has come under a lot of criticism. Can he be trusted to run Haiti? They went out. Actually, somebody went out and talked to a doctor. This guy is taking 2 medications, 2 different types of medication for psychological disorders. He's taking Haldol and lithium together. Now, I don't know anything about those drugs because I'm the most well-adjusted, grounded individual in the world. I don't know what these drugs... Anytime I say it's a combination of lithium and Haldol, and people go, ooh, and I don't know what, I now know because I researched this today. Here's what this doctor says happens to you on these drugs, why you take them.
Haldol is an antipsychotic medication which is given for quite severe psychotic disorders where thinking and reasoning is affected.
So we went out, my friends, as part of the research for the show, we went out and got some of these drugs, and I opened up the package to look at the pamphlet that comes with the drugs that lists the side effects. This is lithium. This is Haldol. These are just a list of some of the side effects. And I've listed them here for you on the screen so you can see. Here are the side effects just of Haldol. Take a look at this. Insomnia, restlessness, anxiety, euphoria, agitation, drowsiness, depression, lethargy, headache, confusion, vertigo, grand mal seizures, exacerbation of psychotic symptoms, including hallucinations and catatonic-like behavioral states, which may be responsive to drug withdrawal. If this is what it does to you, can you imagine how screwed up you've got to be before you take it? Gee. I mean, come on. If those are the things you're willing to endure in order to get well. No, that's that. And let me tell you, here's another thing. Here's serious something on this. Why do we care about Jean-Bertrand Aristide going down to Haiti? We only care about it. We don't care about it. Bill Clinton doesn't care a hoot who's running Haiti. He's just trying to satisfy the political demands of the Congressional Black Caucus, led by Kwesi Mfume. These are the people that want Aristide down there. And during the budget debate, Clinton did some things with the budget that the Black Caucus didn't like, and he lost their support. And he's just trying to get their support back for health care and other future pieces of legislation. And those of you watch the news and you'll see that it's Kwesi Mfume and Chuck Rangel and these guys that are demanding, and Jesse Jackson and all, and Maxine Waters and that crowd, that are demanding that Aristide be put back in power. It's just another thing Clinton really doesn't care about. It's whatever helps him get what he wants. Principle is irrelevant. We'll be back, one final segment after this. It's bold. It's brilliant. It's me, shining the light of truth on the liars and deceivers in Washington. It's the official 1994 Rush poster calendar, and it's yours free when you subscribe to the Limbaugh letter. Each 12-page issue is full of the ammunition you need to counter Clinton's liberal agenda. Call 1-800-796-4200. Order 1 year of the newsletter for just $29.95 and get my calendar free. That's 800-796-4200. Do it now.
This weekend, when you change your clocks, change your batteries. This message is brought to you by Energizer.
Tough, smart, definitely not one of the boys. Rat, she took on the county hall crowd and won, fighting the Gorski tax hike and passing real fiscal reform. As our state senator, Mary Lou Rath will oppose wasteful Albany spending, and she'll take on Cuomo and his taxes in order to spur jobs and economic growth. Rath, she's gone toe-to-toe with Dennis Gorski. She'll go head-to-head with Mario Cuomo. Elect Rath, state senator, a proven tax fighter.
Here at America's Fitness Warehouse, we believe working out together is a family tradition. We know exercise helps you get in shape, stay healthy, and it's a great way of relieving everyday stress. No one ever said exercise was easy, but it can be fun. At America's Fitness, we have the finest selection of home gyms, stair climbers, bikes, treadmills, skiers, benches, and weights, all at the lowest possible price. So stop in at America's Fitness Warehouse and make exercise your family tradition. You'll be glad you did. I'm Ron Krett, and you have my word on it.
It's Recreational Warehouse's Fall Savings Bonanza Sale. We have Western New York's largest selection of pool tables. Choose from 6, 7, 8, or 9-foot slate tables. Stop in now for best selection and free delivery and installation. And when you're done shooting pool, you can watch TV on your new satellite home theater system. See blacked out NFL football and other pro sports, plus Disney, Cinemax, Showtime, HBO, and the Playboy Channel. Up to 200 channels to choose from for less than a cable subscription. Stop in for free demonstrations. Sale on now at Recreational Warehouse, 555 River Road, North Tonawanda.
Thank you. Welcome back. The president is trying to take all the credit for what he says is a reduced federal deficit. He claims it's all in his economic plan finally taking hold. Here's how he says it himself.
When our administration took office, the deficit for this year was projected to be well in excess of $300 billion. The Treasury Department and the Office of Management and Budget have confirmed today that in the end it turned out to be substantially lower. We finished this year with a deficit of $255 billion, over $50 billion below where it was projected to be. After years of bad policies and bad estimates, when lower deficits actually went far higher, it's pleasing to me to see that a deficit came in lower than it was projected because of efforts directed to lower interest rates, which had significant direct and indirect benefits to this economy.
All right, let's go back to January 6th of this year. Here's what he said then. With today's release from the OMB and the new deficit projections, we now can see the full magnitude of the debt we will inherit and the challenge that we must confront. 9 months ago, 10 months ago, he's complaining, ladies and gentlemen, about how they had lied to him about the deficit projections and how they were going to be much worse than ever. Bottom line is, we are not spending any less and we're not having any growth. The only reason that the deficit is lower is because it's costing less to finance it, because they're using short-term government bonds to do it, purposely to make themselves look good. There's no growth and there's no reduced spending going on. We have a viewer video we're going to close the show with. Man's in our audience tonight. Thank you, sir, for sending it in. Here it is.
If spotted owls could talk, what would they say about the Clinton-Gore environmental policy?
Huh? What would we say? Well, I think it's great. Hey, who's more important here anyhow? Us owls or people? Ha! Everyone knows owls are more important.
Is that what you think?
Yep.
Well, let me show you what the rest of us think. Because if you owls can't live with us,